What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and here's my review for a show I watched this year, Percy Jackson and Olympians. Alright, it's on Disney Plus. The first season just came out. Watch the entire thing. But before we get into that, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share. I upload every day. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year. Thank you. Now, let's first start off this review with a little bit of background, okay, on what my history with Percy Jackson is. I read the first book in, I want to say, elementary school, and at that point I was hooked. I read the first book, I read the second book, I watched the movie. I was like, this movie is the greatest thing of all time. I was a little kid, I didn't know what I was watching. I was like, this is the greatest movie of all time. It's so cool. I don't even remember Sea of Monsters, I'm being honest with you. That was the greatest thing ever. It had me geeked, okay? At the ending scene, when Percy makes the trident out of the water, and he's like, I guess I am the son of Poseidon, had me hyped as a kid, okay? I was hyping. I was standing like Squirrel with an and one, you know what I mean? I was standing on 10 toes down, you know? But then, you know, Sea of Monsters failed, nothing else ever came out, so I kind of just lost track of the franchise. I know they uploaded. They made more books. I read The Son of Neptune, didn't know what was going on because obviously I think that's the second book of the Heroes of Olympus franchise, but it's the only book I had in my school library. I've read that, I thought it was fire, and then I kind of just fell off with the whole franchise. And so I heard they was bringing it back on Disney Plus, and so I decided, I waited until like, I think it was 6 episodes out, and then I watched the 6th episode now, and then I watched 7 and 8. So here are my thoughts. I want to say I really enjoyed the show. The show was fire. The show was heat. I reread the first book to, you know, make sure I'm like not, you know, I'm not one of those people that's like, oh my god, this is not accurate at all. But like, it was pretty good. Like the stuff they did change, which is what I really enjoyed. The stuff they did change to a degree had a payoff in it. You know what I mean? Especially one major change, where it's like, time wise, they changed in terms of like. The whole premise of the book is Percy Jackson has to get the Master Bolt back to Zeus by the summer solstice, right? And shenanigans ensue, blah, 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 of him getting the bolt. And so they did some changes where it's like, oh, I like what they did with it. This was an enjoyable experience. It gave me the vibes of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Not saying, oh my god, this is going to be the Harry Potter for kids, but it's like young kids on an adventure, you know what I mean? It has that feeling to it, that like excitement that you get from watching, like, you know, people who are unequipped handling, like, going against the odds or whatever. And so I really had fun with it. The actor who played Percy Jackson, Walker Scobell, hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Basically the whole trio, the main trio, they was in their bag, okay? They was in their duffy, if I'm being honest here. But I must say, Walker really captured Percy Jackson, because Percy Jackson, I love when main characters stand on business, okay? He was standing 10 toes down, you know what I mean? He was standing on business. It's a line at the end of the show where, obviously this isn't a spoiler, but he was talking to someone, and he said, when you really serious about this, you know where to find me. I was like, I stood up in my seat. I was like, yo, talk your shit, little bro. Talk your shit, okay? That's what I need, okay? And eventually, I haven't read the rest of the franchise. I know it becomes like, he, you know, becomes more and more of a badass, right? And it's like, damn, he's standing on business like that? And he's like, what, 12? Like, goddamn, you know what I mean? Like, he's standing on business. That's what I love. It's so many times throughout the show where these kids, they stand on business, okay? They be talking shit. Like, they be straight up talking, bro. Like, straight up to gods and shit. Like, yo, I love that. Of course, there's, like, drama and, like, all these different things. And it's like, oh, it just blends in so well. And it's like, I was never bored. I was very intrigued watching even from week to week, you know? I was like, okay, I like where this is going. Let's see what happens next. Each episode was a little bit different, and it progresses each character fully. And everyone played their part. Everybody killed it, you know what I mean? And for the people who don't enjoy it because it's not like the movie wasn't as accurate to the books. So it's like, the people who are fan of the books are going to enjoy this more, if that makes sense. If you were expecting something similar to the movies, you're going to be a little bit disappointed, but I still say go into it open-minded, and I highly recommend it. I think it was fire. Like, this isn't like, you know, Citizen Kane. This isn't some, like, you know, this isn't Marvel's Daredevil. Like, it's not gonna be some crazy, like, you know what I mean, blood and all that stuff, you know. It ain't like dark, gritty. I'm not gonna say it's a kid's show, but it's like, the tone it gives is pretty much like Harry Potter Sorcerer's Stone, where it's like, okay, these are kids, these are how kids will react to these situations that are bigger than life. And it was so good, man. I was like, yeah, this is fire. Every actor killed it. The entire thing was fun. In the next season, I really want to see longer run times, because each episode was like 30 minutes, give or take, you know what I mean? And so it gets to the point across and it gets out of there. But like, especially when you're waiting week to week, which I absolutely hate in streaming services. They're adding ads and doing week to week. Might as well just get cable. But it was I were intrigued, but I would like the episodes to be longer, like flesh out the characters more. And I would also add that they should have more time for the trio to act like kids. Like, they were acting like kids was like more of a bonding friendship thing. Like, you know how Mutants of Mayhem, where they had like a few minutes where they're like just rambling about the randomest stuff, and it's like they're saying things like, oh, you can tell they're from New York, you can tell they're friends, or they're developing friendships or whatever. And like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they're like, you know, they're brothers, they grew up together, they're cracking jokes and talking weird and funny and make each other laugh. We need more of that in the next season as they grow and develop, because they're going to get closer. Like, they're pretty much all tied together, and, you know, for the rest of the franchise, for what I know. So I think it would be dope. Like, you know, more time for them to be kids, more stuff like that. I'm not going to rate this out of 10 because it's more of like a vibe thing. I'm not going to be one of those reviewers. Also, I'm not one of those that's like, oh my God, the lighting, they should have done better in this and that third. If you want that type of technical review, go somewhere else, because that's not me. I'm just here yapping, pretty much. I'm just the captain of the yapping. That's me. I just be talking. I don't know. I'm just talking to you like if we was at work at the water cooler. Like, bro, like, this shit is gas. Okay, I have fun. Something you can even watch it with your younger kids if you have kids. You know what I mean? Like, yo, this is, you can watch a little adventure. It'd be nice. And they had things that were like obviously callbacks to the books and stuff like that. And you had like a Minotaur in a pair of underwear, shit like that and stuff. It was like, I remember reading it as a kid, seeing it on the show. It was dope. So those are my thoughts. Have y'all seen the show? Let me know down below what y'all think. Did y'all enjoy it? Did y'all not enjoy it? Did y'all have problems with it? I'll be in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share, and peace.